Should Christians care about the environment? Well, the short answer to that question is yes. Caring for the environment is part of the mandate that God gave to us as image bearers. If we look at the Genesis 1 creation account, we see that human beings are made in God's image. And as image bearers, we were given certain responsibilities. We were to multiply and fill the earth. And the idea behind that is that Adam's descendants would have the image of God. And as they multiplied and moved around the earth, they would cover the earth with people that bore God's image, bringing glory to God. That they were to subdue the world that they lived in. That Adam and Eve were in the Garden of Eden. This was a sacred place, a place of order. And yet outside the garden was a world of chaos, an unfinished creation. And God expected Adam and Eve and their descendants to go out of the Garden of Eden and turn the chaos in the world around them into order. That Adam and Eve and their descendants were also to rule over the creation, to exert dominion and authority over the creation. That they were to be rulers that would use what was in the creation to promote human flourishing. And then last, that they were to be stewards of the environment, that they were to care for the rest of God's creation as well, that they were not to take advantage of the creation and abuse it and exploit it, but they were to care for it so that while humans flourished, plants and animals on the planet would flourish as well. So yes, indeed, Christians should care about the environment. It is part of the command that God gave to Adam and Eve and their descendants. It is part of the divine mandate for humanity. And so as Christians, we have an obligation to make sure that we are doing everything we can to arrest any more damage that we would cause as human beings to the environment, that we have an obligation to try to reverse that damage whenever possible. And then finally, we have an obligation to use the image of God in us to develop technologies that minimize any further damage or impact that we would cause to the environment. So yes, Christians should care about the environment. It is the mandate that God gave us. If you want to know more about the creation of human beings, I would invite you to check out a book that I co-authored with Hugh Ross called Who Was Adam?